I'm Dr. Mark Daly, and I want to thank you for watching this second video. I also want to remind you of my core belief, which is the fact that you have purpose. And although you haven't felt good for a very long time, there really is hope. The people you love and the people in your world need you. As I mentioned in an earlier video, I'm a doctor of chiropractic that specializes in chronic conditions like fibromyalgia. I have advanced education in functional endocrinology, functional blood chemistry, the brain and neurotransmitters, mastering the thyroid protocols, as well as graduating from Functional Medicine University. I have worked with fibromyalgia patients with great success for almost a decade, and for this work I was featured in the American Wellness News and Report magazine, as well as interviewed on American Wellness Radio. My grandfather was chief of staff at Mount Sinai Hospital in Miami, Florida, and my sister is a pediatrician. Now, I don't say any of that to brag. I simply want you to understand my background and how it applies to you. Up to this point, I've been laying a foundation, and by now, I hope you are starting to see why you're still sick, why the standard medical approach has let you down for so long. Now, allow me to put the finishing touches for you to understand fully what functional medicine is, and then I'll move on to what we have found to be consistently true with fibromyalgia patients. Now, to battle chronic health conditions, functional medicine uses two scientifically grounded principles. Number one is add what's lacking in the body to nudge its physiology back to a state of optimal functioning. Number two is to remove anything that impedes the body from moving towards this optimal state of physiology. Plainly put, your body naturally wants to be healthy, but things needed by the body to function at its very best might be missing, or something might be standing in the way of its best function. Functional medicine first identifies the factors responsible for the malfunction. Then it deals with those factors in a way appropriate to the patient's specific and particular situation. Now, you may be surprised to learn that functional medicine isn't new. It's actually the return to the roots of modern scientific medicine. This is captured in a statement by Sir William Osler, one of the first professors at Johns Hopkins University School of Medicine, and later its physician-in-chief. He says, and I quote, "The good physician treats the disease. The great physician treats the patient who has the disease." Now, that may be more than you wanted to know about functional medicine and my journey, but it's important for you to understand that this quest of mine didn't happen overnight. It really has been a process. My hope is that this long process of mine can be a turning point in your life, with the end result of you getting better, reaching your destiny, and fulfilling your purpose. And again, this takes me back to my core belief that you have significance in this world, that you have a vital contribution to make in the lives of the people that surround you. In a moment. Number two is they think one pill will cure their condition. Number three is they try to heal themselves without any help. Number four is they simply give up. Now, to address number one, if you had a car problem and you took it to a mechanic that told you that he fixed it, you picked it up, you brought it home, but still had the same problem, what would you do? Well, you'd probably take it back to that mechanic and ask him politely to fix it properly. Now, if he sent you home again, telling you that he fixed it, but it still had the same old problem, what would you do then? Well, see, I believe at some point you're going to find a new mechanic. Am I right? Well, if you've been going back to the same doctor without getting better, well, it's time to find a new approach. Not saying there's something wrong with your doctor, but he's not getting you better. They say the definition for insanity is what? Doing the same thing again and again, expecting different results. Now, keep in mind, with fibromyalgia, you have several deviations from physiological normal, and they're all overlapping. There's not a pill in the world that will address or heal all of that. Then, unfortunately, if you're trying to heal yourself, although it's admirable, it's almost impossible. I've seen it happen over and over again. People want to get better so bad that they're always chasing the latest fad, whether it's a new pharmaceutical medication or even a supplement. They're just not specific enough for the fibromyalgia patient. Now, as for giving up, remember, back to the core belief, you have something of great value to offer the world. You're not an accident. I believe you have a very specific purpose in this crazy world in which we live that only you can fulfill. Only you can satisfy. Now, after getting consistent results with patients in my clinic for several years, I realized that there were literally millions of people suffering with fibromyalgia that I could never serve. So I developed a program and a specific protocol that could be followed step by step in an online course. And in this course, I break down the proper diet, lifestyle changes, and the specific supplements and in the specific order that they need to be taken in to achieve maximum benefit. Now, I'm going to show you step by step how to go through an effective plan. You're going to effectively look at a gastrointestinal cleanse, liver detoxification, blood sugar, and fatty acid balancing. I'm going to show you how to support your adrenals and thyroid glands and clear your foggy thinking. So I encourage you, please don't give up. Hold on and follow the protocols, which I'll share in detail in a very short period of time. You'll start to see the light at the end of the tunnel. You'll start to think more clearly. On the next video, I'm going to break down each module of the course. I'm going to explain the purpose of those modules as well as the expected outcome